Last summer at the Ludwigsburger Schloss Festspiele, I created a program in the Baroque chapel of this extraordinary palace that's outside of Stuttgart. As we were in a sacred space, I wanted to make a kind of liturgy for the concert program, something that had a beginning, a middle, and an end, and together with the audience, we would all feel like we went on a little spiritual exploration in the course of the program. And I'm very excited that next month I'm bringing this program back on October 9th at the Maison de la Radio in Paris. And that's thanks to an invitation from Barbara Hannigan, who is the première artiste invitée of the Orchestre Philharmonique de Radio France. And Barbara will be joining me on the program. She'll be singing, doing some singing and conducting, and together we've augmented the program to make it a bit longer. At the center of the program is a work that was written for me last summer by Matthew Barnson. Matt and I studied together years ago, and I'm very excited that he wrote something for me. We picked a poem by Robinson Jeffers, who's one of my favorite poets, an early 20th century Californian poet. He was writing on the central coast of California near Big Sur, this extraordinary landscape. Like a lot of Jeffers' poetry, it deals with the ephemeral nature of humanity set against a backdrop of the eternal and ever-evolving quality of the natural world. And Matt has written a beautiful piece where the protagonist is surrendering into this gorgeousness and terror of a spring storm and the ancient roots of redwood trees. It's a really beautiful piece, and it pairs perfectly with another work that's on the program, a solo cantata that I'll be singing by Dietrich Buxtehude, Mein Herz ist bereit. There's also some interesting solo instrumental works on the program that I've chosen. A work for solo violin by Eugène Izet, the early 20th century violin master. Also a cello solo by John Luther Adams, who's one of my favorite American composers. As the cellist is playing this very fragile solo that uses the harmonics of the instrument, I'm going to recite a poem by Joy Harjo, who's a Native American poet, former poet laureate of the United States. And I think it's interesting to bring spoken word into a musical program. It gets the audience listening in a different way. It was very effective when we did it last summer in Ludwigsburg. Barbara and I together are going to sing a work by Arvo Pärt called Von Angesicht zu Angesicht, and she will be conducting a work for strings by Pärt called Fratres. It's a very interesting program, a little bit different for a concert. October 9th at the Maison de la Radio in Paris. I hope you can join us.